This person has realized that there's something very special about who you are that you might have not have seen within yourself. This person thinks that you are someone who is very unique, someone who is very special, probably the most unique person this person has ever met. Something about your authenticity is coming through quite strong here. Although this person feels as though you might not see that within yourself, that you haven't yet fulfilled what it is that you have been brought here on earth to do. That the parts of yourself that are very unique and need to come through to be expressed or being silenced by you or people around you or your environment, or just you have not had the ability to come out. I've realized that your environment and your upbringing and things that you've gone through have made you feel as though you couldn't quite allow yourself to fulfill your potential. And so this has restricted this connection quite significantly. This person has realized that there's a need for you to trust in allowing your authenticity to come out, and trust that you will gain a certain sense of freedom when your authenticity is allowed to shine through. That you might be so wrapped up in the physical world and your environment that you're disregarding signs from the universe, that you're disregarding this connection, that you're not willing to or wanting to be vulnerable or show a part of yourself to this person because of conditioning and restrictions. Something has a grip on you that isn't allowing you to progress, that is keeping you in chaos. It's keeping you unable to choose them. And so your authenticity, your true feelings are being snuffed out. That you're having a very hard time putting an end to a chapter in your life that's kept you stuck. That there's a need to find a way through, to find balance, to find how to bring your authenticity to the surface so you can move forward without limiting yourself from life experience. That underneath the surface there's a lot of pain, that you've experienced pain just by not allowing yourself to be, that you're not wanting to see, and you're not wanting to see because you don't even have the time to know that something is not right, because of all the distractions, the chaos, the people in your life, your environment, and how you've been living your life. And that your top priority is to remain in some sort of energy here that you believe to provide you with some sort of independence and freedom, but It's really more like a purgatory here. And that the only reason you can't allow yourself to be vulnerable and intimate with this person is because you're convinced that what you're doing right now and where you're remaining and what you understand is kind of meant for you right now. But they feel as though this is something that you need to heal from and outgrow. That you're scared of your own potential, and you might be scared of what it means to let go, but that you enjoy. You enjoy this sense of chaos. You might enjoy the parts of your life here that you've experienced at one point in time, but you're having a difficult time just growing up past that. That you're not wanting to see anything beyond what it is that you see. That you're shutting them out and distracting yourself, looking everywhere but at this connection. And that you might care more about what the people in your life have to say that are around you than what this person means to you. But that at some point, authenticity cannot be held back. The truth cannot be held back. And that there's something inside you that's waiting to be born. But it needs to be nurtured. And you have to want to see, and you have to want to ask the questions. But that you're not ready to hear, and you're not prepared to take yourself there or surrender any parts of your past that they feel you have well outgrown. That's no longer allowing you to progress in life. And that you've sacrificed this connection to remain in something here that isn't promising of growth. And that you're suppressing any true feelings within you about them, about this connection, and even about yourself. But this person doesn't feel as though you're looking at this as something painful or something you'll have to address. That right now you're too wrapped up in seeing everything but this, and so it might not hurt as much as it should, or that as much as once you figure this out, it's something you'll have to look at and really deal with. And so you choose to be busy, you choose to distract, you choose to not see, so you don't have to see what's in front of you, which is a past of pain. And once you choose to see this and acknowledge and address this and allow yourself to accept your authenticity, that you can then grow and move beyond this part of your life that's got you kind of stuck. But you're going to have to want it. And right now you're choosing it because it brings you a sense of comfort. And it keeps you in some sort of energy that doesn't make you have to decide, doesn't put any responsibility on you to take accountability and charge of your life, which is easier for the state you're in. And that you're choosing this. You've given up on yourself. but you're not wanting to see or hear that. What you've realized about them is that you can't quite see the truth because it's obstructed by so much pain that hasn't been addressed. And so you see them as someone who missed out on this connection, and as someone that just cannot carry on anymore because of the pain that could result if you guys were to move forward in this connection in some way. And that this, you realize that this person is really looked at whether they want to continue to put forward love, unconditional love towards you and the situation, and they just cannot move forward. If this person cannot find it within themselves to keep carrying on the way that it is, and that they might be the ones that are not seeing clearly. Or that they need to address something within themselves to overcome something that they're not seeing so clearly. And that instead of wanting to make yourself available despite what might come of this connection and the pain and this person's inability to face something here. They realize is that there needs to be a whole lot of strength, a whole lot of courage here in order to face what's happening underneath the surface here, which is a whole lot of hurt, not seeing one's value, not seeing one's beauty, not seeing one's authenticity and what one can bring to themselves and to this world. And that there's going to need a whole lot of courage here in order to address this. So this is what they realize about you. what they've realized about you is that you're at the point where you want to make yourself happy, that you're ready to make decisions in your own life that are going to lead to happiness, that you're going to let go of this connection and anything else that doesn't allow you to be free, that doesn't allow you to be empowered of your own life. Because what you've experienced specifically with this connection and with this person is pain, and that you just could no longer stay in a situation that was out of your control. That you've now come to some sort of acceptance about where things are at, and that what you want is to engage with people who are available to give to you love and spend time with you and share with you in a way this person was not able to do. That because of an inability here to provide a commitment or some sort of promise of the future, to choose this connection, that they made a decision to remain in a situation that they decided was more in line with what they were supposed to be doing, but that there's something about you moving on from this because you know better based on what you've experienced, and that this person can't see a truth. So it keeps them stuck in some situation that they're incapable of moving on from, that they have responsibilities somewhere else, but that they're choosing to live in a world that might be a lie because it doesn't bring this person happiness. And instead of exploring this connection, this person is bound or stuck to something else and incapable of giving to you in the way that you want. And so for some time, you might have been very stuck, waiting around or trying to understand. But that because of this person's inability to move forward, that you have to move on without them. That you want to be able to express yourself and share with another in a way this person was incapable of doing. And so you might be quite defensive and protective of your stance. But they had a choice to make here, and you could have chose to stay without growth, with uncertainty, full well knowing that this person still needed to shake something up in their own life that they've been dedicating themselves to. And so instead of choosing this connection, this person chose something else which left you no choice but having to let this connection go, so you can move forward, so you can move on, so you can enjoy yourself and other situations, that you're open to other people and other possibilities here, but you haven't quite found your person or your place to hang your hat, but that you're in search of this, that you're in search of someone, that's what your main focus is, to find someone to connect with and share with you. And this was your main reason of letting go of this person who was very fixed and stuck and unable to open themselves up to this connection, this opportunity. This person realizes about you that you do have feelings for this person that's run very deep, that there is a soul connection here that you feel with this person, and that you tried your best to express yourself and to offer love, and that it became too heavy to stay in a situation where this person was incapable of doing what they needed to do when it came to making you a solid offer. So there was no more going forward in this connection. You were blocked off, and it just became too heavy to wait around here without progress. And so you're making yourself single, that you want to make yourself happy, that you're worthy of making yourself happy. But in order to do this, you have to break away from this connection, or you have broken free from this connection. So you're single, living it up, despite what you felt here for this person, because you already expressed yourself in some way that this person could have made the choice, but that they chose something else or someone else that kind of had them stuck. And so it just became too heavy for you to carry, and that the door got closed in front of you. So you had no choice to let them go, and just that you're going to be happier finding your self-worth and your value with someone who's capable of sharing that with you. And that's all you really wanted, and what's actually going to make you happy here. That's worthy of you giving your love and your attention to. And that despite this person's feelings towards you, understanding there is a soul tie and tender feelings, the main challenge was that this person was incapable of providing something in the material world here to you, formalizing this connection or offering something up here, because this person was too greedy in some way of what they could lose out on or miss out on, feeding into a situation that isn't for their greatest or best good, knowing maybe that eventually things would come tumbling down because there's a greater truth this person's needing to see or accept that they have not yet done. And that because they made this choice, that you had to make the choice that you did away from this connection. Maybe not knowing exactly where you were headed or what you were going to do, but knowing that you were wanting love and wanting someone else to give you what you deserve, and finding your power to make this happen. This is what they've realized about you. This person's realized that you are a very, very strong and patient person who's gone through quite the challenge here in this connection with this person. That you've tried your very, very best to do everything in your power to make things happen here in this connection because of the deep love that you feel. And that this person's brought you a lot of challenge, that this connection's been very imbalanced, that you're so much more deserving of finding what's going to make you happy, that's going to show you your value, reflect back to you your self-worth, that this person has been one that has not pursued this connection and has been very stuck and not contributing and has rejected you multiple times, and that you were stuck in trying to make a difference, trying to make things better, that you felt a very strong connection to this person, and this person understood that there was a lot going on energetically between the both of you guys. And there was a need for this person to show up. But instead of this person wore a mask, pretended to be someone that wasn't truly who they were. That there's been a long period of time here, and this person still has not allowed themselves to be seen by you authentically or communicate what their true desires are. And so as they continue to live in a charade, continue to mask up authentically what it is that they want with you and for themselves, they remain held back, and instead of progressing and repeating and staying in this unhealthy situation with them, you found a way to finally get past this person because it became too much for you to bear. That you now understand your value, your self-worth, and how to take back your power, and that you're walking away from this person and this connection because they could not bring you emotional fulfillment. And so they sense a distance between you and them. That you've always been in tune with what exactly you were supposed to be doing and what this connection meant, and now your intuition is telling you to walk away from them. They realize that you're exactly the type of person that this person could see themselves building a future with. That they can see the stability that you saw in this connection as future potential of coming together. And that you guys were working towards this. But instead of forward movement, you guys just did circles. Instead of them moving forward and progressing, this person might have been going backwards at times and keeping things in the same spot. Instead of taking control and stepping forward with truth and courage and being empowered to speak their truth of what they wanted and what they intuitively knew to be here, this person just did not. And so instead of choosing to stay in a connection or a situation that brings you rejection and doesn't allow you to move forward, you had no choice but to carry on, but that you did everything in your power to make things work here. And that they've wasted a lot of your time in this charade. And that instead of being angry, you're upset, you have tender feelings here for this person. That what you guys experienced was real. But that you just cannot experience the same pain. That you had to surrender to the divine to pull you away from a situation that would only keep you stuck, would only keep you in challenge and conflict. and that you might have not have wanted to walk away, but that your only choice was to walk away or stay unhappy because this person was incapable of finding it within themselves to move forward. And so you just experienced rejection here, but you're worthy of so much more. That you're a beautiful Empress here who's deserving of great abundance, but you couldn't be emotionally fulfilled here. They realize about you that despite this person's hang-ups, despite this person's ways of being, despite this person not showing up for you, committing to you, providing stability or security or commitment, you stayed focused on dedicating yourself to this connection. That at one point, that is what you committed yourself to, despite everything going on that might have told you otherwise. And that you showed true strength here, unwavering dedication, working on your own, because this person was incapable of showing up. So you took the role on. You took their role on. And that you saw this person as your other half, and that they saw you as their other half. But everything else getting in the way of this person's ability to make something happen here is really been something very heavy that's weighing you down, and that you just cannot continue down this path. This person's realizing how much they love you, how much they want to show you that they love you. And as you walk away, this person's thinking about expressing to you their deepest feelings and their gratitude. And how can they take control to step forward and express themselves in a way that they were incapable of doing? And how are they able to give to this connection after a long period of time of not being able to be reliable? Because the history here shows one thing. And so they've kind of ruined it for themselves. And so this person wants to go after you and say, I see happiness in our future here. Instead of you moving on and being happy without me, I want to be the person that makes you emotionally happy. I want to be the one. I have to do something here to make this happen, and I'm stuck. So I have to focus on getting unstuck. And I've been dedicated on other things here, trying to get myself unstuck. And so this has kept me very removed from our connection. And it hasn't allowed me to commit myself to you and dedicate myself to you. And because this was taking my full focus, because I know the things that are keeping me stuck. And it's not because I didn't want to be with you, and it's not because I didn't feel for you the same way, and it's not because I didn't see the potential that you saw here of a family and a marriage or a greater commitment for a future. And it wasn't that I didn't want to show my feelings to you it was because I didn't want to be premature in expressing to you this if I couldn't get out of the state I was in. And so I had no choice but to reject the situation, what you were bringing forward. Although inside, I didn't want to reject this. I wanted to take it, but I would be setting you up for pain. And I'd be bringing you into a world of what I'm dealing with here, which has me very preoccupied. And so, although I couldn't bring you any stability and things were imbalanced, you chose to dedicate yourself to me, and I won't forget this. And as you walk away, know I'm right behind you. Because now more than ever, I gotta focus on fixing what is holding me back. And find it within myself to find this courage to really step up to the plate. Because I know up until now, I have not been able to do that for you. And so I think you see me as someone who might be lacking strength, or someone who might be a coward for not stepping forward. In fact, this is how I see myself. And I know you know your self-worth, and I know you see your value, and you don't deserve someone that will reject you. That you finally got through this experience as a stronger person, and you're shining bright, and that you're going to make the change that you wanted in your own life. And I just don't want you to remember me as somebody here who wasn't authentic, or somebody here who was being fake in any way. Although everything I showed you was not truthfully me, because I've been focused on things. I realize how fixated I have become on parts of my life that were not this connection, and at some point in time I might have not have seen them as obstacles, but whatever I was fixated on here has become a big hindrance, especially when it comes to us coming together. So now this is my focus, and I hope you don't get too far, but I want you to know that I'm willing to take a chance, but not in the state that's going to bring you down, that's going to keep you back, that's going to keep you stuck, that's going to make you experience rejection. So in order to do this, I have to find the strength within me and release myself from whatever's got me stuck. But I loved you the same way you love me. There is no question in my mind. It was very deep. I don't want you to doubt it. And so I'm questioning whether I should show you this, although I'm incapable right now of giving you anything else. And I don't think that's fair. So I sit here contemplating whether this is something I should do, but it would be quite cowardly of me when I'm incapable of doing what I need to do to step up to the plate, to provide you with the stability, the future that I could see us having, that I know you wanted. So I hope you find happiness. I hope you find what you deserve, because I know it's not me in this state, but that I'll always love you, and that you're my reason to keep going here in that direction. This is what they've realized about you and the connection.